Okay, so imagine this for a moment. You're floating 400 kilometers above Earth. Below you, the planet glows in silence. Above you, infinite blackness. No sound, no atmosphere, no protection. And then you see something that shouldn't exist. Not space debris, not a satellite. Something that moves with intention. Something that seems aware. This isn't science fiction. These are the things astronauts have reported seeing at the edge between Earth and space, the boundary where our atmosphere ends and something else begins. Let's begin. Number 10. The Cosmic Jellyfish. In 1996, astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia reported luminous, translucent formations drifting outside the spacecraft. They weren't random particles. They pulsed. They changed direction. They extended filament-like tendrils of light. Crew members nicknamed them Cosmic Jellyfish. Imagine something resembling deep-sea creatures, but floating in vacuum. NASA officially attributed the sighting to ice crystals reflecting sunlight. But here's the problem. Debris follows predictable trajectories. These didn't. Multiple missions across different years reported nearly identical descriptions, glowing, structured, semi-organized forms that appeared to maneuver, and sometimes communication interference followed. Coincidence? Maybe, but patterns are hard to ignore. Number 9. The Ghost Station. March 1991, cosmonauts aboard the Mir space station reported seeing something impossible. Another station, similar in size, holding position in orbit. Commander Anatoly Artsebarsky described a translucent outline maintaining formation for nearly 3 minutes before fading. There was no scheduled object in that orbital corridor. Between 1995 and 2001, 4 separate crews reported comparable sightings. When Mir was deorbited in 2001, the phenomenon should have stopped. It didn't. In 2006, a crew member aboard the ISS described a similar presence. NASA suggests solar panel reflections, but reflections don't maintain fixed orientation relative to orbital motion for minutes at a time. Something was there. Whether physical or perceptual remains unclear. Number 8. The Orbital Light Clusters. International Space Station found cluster of lights formed beneath the station's orbit, not random flickers, perfect geometric shapes, triangles, squares, circles, lasting 76 seconds, captured on multiple cameras. Initial explanation, fishing vessels, but data analysis revealed acceleration rates exceeding 800 kilometers per hour, impossible for ocean traffic. 7 later missions documented similar clusters. In 2011, footage appeared to show one formation reorganizing as the ISS passed overhead, as if reacting. The most unsettling thought isn't that something might be watching us. It's that we might have been watching something else for decades without realizing it. Number 7. The Whispering Stars. March 2009. During a routine spacewalk, astronaut John Phillips detected something on a silent frequency. Whispers, rhythmic pulses, not mission control, not satellite chatter. For 12 minutes, patterns repeated. Subsequent EVA missions reported similar anomalies, 14 between 2009 and 2017. The signals followed sequences resembling prime numbers, then shifted into modulated patterns disturbingly similar to speech cadences. Stronger on the dark side of Earth, NASA communication specialists couldn't identify a source. Space carries radio waves differently than Earth, and sometimes silence isn't empty. Number 6. The Orbital Shadow. November 2014. International Space Station crew members observed a massive circular shadow moving across Earth's surface, not their own, approximately 120 kilometers wide, moving opposite the trajectory of known satellites. NASA proposed a weather balloon, but no meteorological data confirmed an object large enough. Between 2014 and 2021, 5 similar events were recorded. In 2019, a magnetic fluctuation occurred directly beneath one such shadow. If not a shadow in the conventional sense, then what blocks sunlight without leaving a trace? Or perhaps the darkness wasn't blocking light. Perhaps it was absorbing something else. Number 5. The Space Spiders. February 2011. Astronauts performing maintenance outside the ISS discovered delicate web-like crystalline structures. They hadn't been there 2 weeks prior. Thin filaments extending from central nodes in geometric patterns. Initial theory, crystallized coolant, but laboratory attempts to replicate under microgravity failed. Chemical analysis revealed silicon-carbon compounds arranged in non-random architecture. Even more disturbing, when damaged by micrometeorites, sections appeared to reconstruct over hours, not randomly, but restoring geometric symmetry. In space, matter behaves differently, but self-organizing reconstruction raises uncomfortable questions. Number 4. The Cosmic Lightning. August 2015, the ISS crew observed massive electrical discharges shooting upward from Earth, into space. Not downward, upward. Blue tendrils extending over 400 kilometers above storm systems. Unlike known atmospheric sprites, these discharges lasted nearly 2 minutes. Instruments detected particle acceleration approaching relativistic speeds, documented 13 times between 2015 and 2023. Patterns resembled neural branching networks. If natural, Earth's electrical relationship with space is far more complex than we imagined. If not entirely natural, then something commands lightning to rise. Number 3. The Phantom Cosmonauts. December 1973, Skylab 3. Commander Gerald Carr reported seeing a humanoid figure outside the spacecraft. No suit, floating. NASA attributed it to fatigue, but in 1984, 6 cosmonauts aboard Salyut 7 reported luminous humanoid figures outside their station. In 1996, shuttle astronauts independently described sensing an additional presence inside the vehicle. Across decades, approximately 27% of long-duration space travelers have reported variations of this phenomenon: isolation, radiation exposure, neurological stress, or something about space itself interacting with human perception. When we leave Earth's protective environment, we enter territory our brains never evolved to interpret, and sometimes perception doesn't follow rules. Number 2. The Living Cloud. September 2016, ISS crew documented a 320-kilometer-wide cloud formation behaving against prevailing wind patterns, maintaining circular cohesion, moving independently. As the station passed overhead, the cloud reorganized into a spiral pattern aligned with the ISS trajectory. Between 2016 and 2024, 11 documented cases shared similar traits. In 2020, electromagnetic activity in one formation displayed patterns one NASA scientist described as uncomfortably similar to neural firing. Is Earth's atmosphere purely mechanical, or could complex emergent systems occasionally blur the line between weather and something more? Number 1. The Cosmic Void. February 2012. Astronauts Alexander Skvortsov and Oleg Artemyev reported entering a region during a spacewalk where instruments malfunctioned. Communications cut out. For 94 seconds, both experienced extreme time distortion. What felt like 20 minutes passed. Mission Control recorded less than 2. They described entering a region darker than surrounding space, a space that felt absent. Skvortsov called it an absence of everything, including distance. Both reported a profound sensation of being observed. Between 2012 and 2023, 5 similar incidents were documented. Consistent characteristics: instrumentation failure, communication interruption, temporal distortion, psychological effects. In 2015, a classified investigation reportedly began under codename Project Abyssal. Whether psychological, electromagnetic, or something stranger, the phenomenon remains unexplained. 10 phenomena. Different years, different spacecraft, different crews, but all occurred at the same boundary, the edge between Earth and space, the threshold where protection ends and exposure begins. Science gives us tools to explore the cosmos,
But perhaps the cosmos is not passive. Perhaps when we cross certain boundaries, we are not only observing, we are being observed. The most unsettling mysteries aren't always in distant galaxies. Sometimes they exist in the thin layer between atmosphere and vacuum, between perception and reality, between what we know and what is looking back. And remember, the universe doesn't reveal its secrets to those who rush. It reveals them to those who know how to look. Subscribe and keep listening to the silence.